All right, good morning, good folks. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Um, I don't know if it's working on y'all end, but y'all know what to do. First thing first, give me a mic check, somebody. And this is late night. All right, and so it probably won't be that many people coming in tonight. But then again, who knows? Who knows? We got a lot of night owls out there. So, all right. We'll see. Speaking of night owl, there go one right there. Hey, night owl, how you doing, dear? All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It is 12:43 my time. I don't know what time it is where you at, but as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you watching the content. All right. It's the graphic moving. Is it buffering, anything like that? Let me know that before we get started. You know how this shit do. It'd be cool for a minute. All of a sudden, start going, hey, wow, okay? So is the graphic moving? Is there any buffering? Is it in the freeze, anything like that? Because that last time was just plain horrible. All right. So y'all let me know y'all can if the graphic is moving smoothly. No buffer, anything like that. Then we go ahead and get right into it. And if you haven't, please hit thumbs up for your boy. Appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. All right. Okay, it's moving. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, guys, let's get right into it. Welcome to the show. All right, all right, all right. What's up, everybody? It's your man, Chris Storms. Welcome to another show, another late night, early morning show. Who are here, thank you for being here, and who are going to watch it later, thank you for watching it later. But as always, hit that like button and tell your friends who are into true crime stories. All right. Before we get into this, y'all remember that last story that I did about the girl in the Walmart? Um, I forgot what the hell her name is. You know, she actually did a response, and I found it. It was on TikTok, and she ended up taking the video down. But I was gonna talk about it, but you know what? I kind of left it alone because she's doing what I knew exactly what she was gonna do. You know, people like her, they never take accountability for anything. The first thing she said, now I don't know if it's disrespectful or not, but the first thing she said in that video, she said to that girl that you lost a child. So you should know what it feels like to have your kids gone. And when she said that, I said, that's kind of fucked up what you said, in a sense to me. I understand what she's saying, but that's kind of fucked up in a sense what you said, though. Her child died. Your child's still living. Your child could have died. All right? So I guess her thing was, why would you get my child taken away from me, even though I'm doing wrong? I brought my son out in freezing temperatures with no clothes on, you know, but ain't nobody supposed to say nothing. All right? But, you know, but by you actually losing a child, you know, you should know what it feels like. And I was just like, that shit right there, I don't know how this woman, how that girl was, how she was raised. I don't know how she was raised. But y'all gonna listen to me one day when I tell y'all, when it comes to people like her, if you got family members try to say, you know, yeah, it's wrong for them to do it, but try to backpedal and say, we don't know both sides of the story. There is no other side of the story. She's just wrong, period. Stop giving her a way out. All right? Stop giving her a way out. All right? So, for what I was told, she did a GoFundMe, which is probably ain't still up right now. All right? But the other girl who actually did the video, who got fired, she got a GoFundMe, and it did swell. It did swell. But I kind of disagree with her GoFundMe, too. Because what she said in hers, but she changed it, though. First, she said, you know, hey, you know, thank y'all. You know, I can pay my rent. I can pay my utilities, stuff like that. Then she bust out and said, I can get that car that I wanted. get that car that you want. I said, whoa, I think you just fucked up when you said that right there. And I was like, why would you even say that? You know, but apparently somebody must have said something to her about having it up in there about I can get that car now, that she changed the whole thing in the GoFundMe. Because I tried to show somebody, but look like she changed the whole thing. I like, you messed up when you said that about the car. You know, I mean, they didn't do that to get you no car. You know, they did that to help you out, you know, until you get you another job, whatnot. But however, I also said this too. When we as people, I didn't donate nothing, but when we as people donate our money to people, we really can't tell them what to do with it. Once it changed from our hands to their hands, you know, they pretty much free to do whatever they want to do with the money, you know, so it ain't nothing we can just really say about it. So, so I guess technically she didn't say nothing wrong, but at the same time, if that was your goal to use that money to put towards a car as well, I don't think I would have said that. And that's what I'm telling somebody else. I said, we as people get our own self in trouble because our mouths. We speak too much. What if it's excitement, anger, or anything? We talk too much and don't realize what we said until we start seeing the effects of what we said and how effective it may be to some people when we say that, you know. So she probably got excited, saw all that money, and just went and said all that and won't realize what she was saying. You know, and again, somebody must have said something to her, and she changed the whole thing up because they think about the car ain't even up in there no more. I said, boy, and this is what I told y'all. That GoFundMe, I don't fuck with it no more. I can't. You know, I mean, and then on top of that, you got yourself in trouble, baby. I mean, you know, I get it. People want to help you. They got a heart for you. I still say you did the right thing. You know, I wouldn't have fired you. But, you know, but at the same time, though, you did broke the code of conduct. You know, so, but I mean, neither here, it all depends on how people feel about the situation. It all depends on how they feel, all right? But anyway, guys, let me get into this because I got to get up in the morning, so I'm trying to get through this quickly as I can, all right? And again, thank you for everybody who's watching. Guys, here's another story I would not wish on nobody else. I really wouldn't. There is no words or anything you could say to fix a broken heart when it comes to somebody's kids being gone. All right. We're going to hear the father speaks. I'm going to show you a couple of videos where the father speaks where he's just breaking down, man. And I can only imagine how he feel that you trying to call your wife, whoever she was, to you. You couldn't get no answer. But the next thing you hear is, your children are dead. I can only imagine how they would tear anybody up. That's why you're not answering the phone because my children is dead. Okay? That I can only imagine how that would fuck anybody up. So guys, to get a little meat and potatoes of it, this come out of Miami. It says 2 young children were pronounced dead at a hospital Friday morning after they were found unresponsive inside a vehicle on Interstate 95 in northwest Miami, authorities confirmed. Then also go to say that according to Miami police, just before 2 a.m., 911 callers reported that there were 2 children unresponsive in an SUV in the northbound lanes of highway near Turnpike extension, which led to officers and fire rescue crews responding to the scene. All right. The 3-year-old fraternal twins, a boy and a girl, was transported to Jackson North Medical Center, where they were pronounced dead, police said. Okay. The father is, I guess he's Haitian Creole, and his name is Milson Cardet. And the mother, when it comes to the mom, they say the mom jumped over the overpass, but she didn't die. They just found her in critical condition. Her name is Charlene Alsamy, all right? And they say she jumped from the overpass into the train tracks below, all right? They say despite the considerable fall, Alsamy survived and was transported to the ACA Florida hospital, where she is listed in critical condition. All right, she's listed in critical condition. You're going to hear the father where he's going to say that he don't know what happened. He don't know what's going on. You know, the person that he know, she would never do anything like that. Well, we're in the era now, we think a lot of people don't do a lot of stuff they would think they won't do, but they will do it. Given time in the day, they will do it. You know, it's sad, but they will do it, you know, and that's why I say to y'all, a lot of times we got to stop letting our guard down because people don't have the best interest for you, whatnot, you know. Anything can happen within the snap of a finger, and we just leave clueless as to what happened. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get it started. Let's listen to what's going on here.
3-year-old twins die after being found unconscious in a car on I-95. This happened near the Golden Glades.
Tonight, we're hearing from a close friend of that mother. CBS News Miami's Peter Dent joins us live from North Miami Beach with what that mother had to say. Peter.
Well, Ellie and Lauren, as you mentioned, we just spoke with a close friend of the mother, and she told me she cannot believe what happened. Miami-Dade police say there are a series of unanswered questions. It was around 2 in the morning when there was a 911 call about a vehicle on the I-95 northbound ramp to the Florida Turnpike in 826.
2 children not breathing on I-95 and the Turnpike. It's northbound before the exit, right shoulder. They're on the right shoulder.
That's a lot. That's really sad to know that the kids lost their lives so young.
Suzette Morant is horrified that these 3-year-old twins, a boy and a girl, lost their lives when authorities say they were with this woman, Shirlene Alseem, who Morant and family members say was their mother.
To be honest with you, she's a good mother because I know she has an older son. Our older son is about 16 or 18 years old.
Morant says Alseem was such a good friend that she even co-signed on a loan for her car.
She's been a good mother, and that's the only reason why I got her the car.
She's such a good friend that she co-signed for a loan on a car. Okay. All right. You know, some people believe in doing that. You know, they think if you're good people, a good friend and whatnot, they will co-sign on stuff like a car. You know, me personally, I'd have done it once, but not on no car. I didn't. It was something else that I co-signed on, but the person did pay the item off. But you got to be careful with that co-sign and shit, man, because from my understanding, if the person who got the product, they can't somehow pay it, that shit falls on you. So y'all please be careful with that co-sign and shit or whatnot. If somebody get mad at you because you won't do it, hey, fuck it. Let them get mad. Why ruin your credit or whatever, trying to help somebody else, you know, when they not doing right, okay? And if they ain't a kind of good friend, they wouldn't even put you in that position, all right? So please be careful with that, but let's continue.
Because I wanted those kids to get around safe and reliable. Now somebody I know will do nothing like that. That's impossible for her. She's not that kind of person, so it's just so mind-boggling right now to figure out what really went wrong.
Miami-Dade police were initially told the children were unresponsive. This silver van was at the center of the investigation.
We're looking for a silver Toyota Highlander.
The female on scene, who was the driver of the vehicle, she was driving the vehicle where these juveniles were located, and that adult female went over the railing to the on-ramp onto the railroad tracks, which is a considerable distance.
The mother was rushed to Aventura Hospital. The 3-year-old twins did not survive. It's not clear how the twins died. The medical examiner will have to determine the cause of their deaths, as the injuries were not obvious. Now, as Miami-Dade police continue their investigation, the mother, as we speak, remains in critical condition at Aventura Hospital. Coming up tonight, starting live at 9 and 11, our Larry Seward speaks with the children's father. It was an emotional interview. We are live in North Miami Beach. Peter Dench, CBS News, Miami.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me say this. If I said it once, I'd have said it 4,000 times. Let me keep on saying it. You know, hey, mental illness is real, so let's not downplay it. It is real, but at the same time, though, you know, we know that a lot of people play crazy after they do crazy shit. Amen? They just play crazy. And that's where the problem come in for me. Now, you know, I don't know what's going on with this woman because you just heard her friend say, the person I know would never do this. And you're going to hear the father say that I'm going to play for y'all in a minute. He going to say the same thing too. You know, I mean, the person I know would never do this. So now you had to ask one of the $1 million questions. So if y'all saying she wouldn't do this, he's saying she wouldn't do this. Okay. And I'm assuming there's no history of mental illness. Then the $1 million question is, what's going wrong here? Okay. What is going wrong here? And for her to try to take her life, did she do anything to them children? Okay? How many times we done these stories and these people kill their children but then turn around and try to take their own life? A lot of times they successful. A lot of times they not. Now, I don't know what to say right now, but right now she's in critical condition. She may survive. I say to that, good she survived, because if you did do something to them babies, then you can face what you have done to them, instead of how some people call it the coward way. Now you want to take your life because you don't want to face reality of what you have done. Okay? But the story's still fresh, so I can't say what's going on. All we know now, you got twins who are dead. You got a mom and a wife who tried to kill herself. We just heard their friends say that the person I know would never do this, and they co-signed for them a car. They just co-signed for them for a car. You got a friend who co-signed you for a car. Did you try to do this? Okay, something got to be wrong. I don't know what was going wrong, but somebody just co-signed, which that's a nice ass car. Somebody who just co-signed for you a car, and now this happens. I don't know, man. You know, I don't know what to make of that. You know, I just know it's just tragic, and that's wild right there. All right. But ladies and gentlemen, I want to move along, and I want y'all to hear this first clip with the dad speaking. I'm going to play you a clip where I think they're going into more of his interview or whatnot when they spoken to him. All right. But here's the dad right here.
On the highway, a tragic discovery involving two 3-year-old twins.
The kids were found not breathing inside a vehicle. Crews rushed them to the hospital, but it was simply too late. The investigation centering on this gray SUV right here on I-95. Police say the mother jumped off that highway overpass and onto the railroad tracks below.
CBS News Miami's Larry Seward talked to loved ones, including the twins' father, who are all struggling to understand why.
Shirley Nalseem is getting intensive treatment for what Miami-Dade police call a suicide attempt, something friends and family don't believe.
That's not the kind of person who she is.
Between Shirley Alseem's friend, business partner, and Alseem's husband, Milton.
They go another person. I don't know if this is the one that talked on the phone. Now they go another one. This ain't the type of person she is. All right, they go another one who said it.
I'm not gonna speak too much.
What put her in this emergency room in Aventura and led to the deaths of her twin 3-year-olds Milantir and Milanjit Cadet seems unreal.
We want to get to the bottom of it and find out why. Why did she do that?
Around 2 Friday morning along this I-95 northbound ramp to the Florida Turnpike, someone found Alseem's twins alone inside an SUV, both in dire need of help.
Children not breathing.
Soon after, Miami-Dade police found their mother in critical condition on railroad tracks below the overpass. Investigators believe she jumped. Doctors tried to save the children's lives, but could not. Investigators do not know what caused the twins' deaths.
I don't know what happened.
Milson Cadet, Alseem's husband and the twins' father, has not slept. He told us in Creole he came home and did not see his family. He says he called Alseem over and over without response. So he went to police and is still stunned by what they told him. Today I get a response. I have 2 kids, my beautiful kids, who died in a condition I don't know. I don't know what happened. This isn't someone with problems, no problems mentally. He says Alseem worked full-time and has been...
This is a person with no problems mentally, okay? He's acknowledging she don't have any mental problems. Now that I just see you say you heard on TikTok, it's a money issue. That's kind of what I'm kind of leaning towards, but is it really that serious for you to do this though? You know what I mean? I don't get that, you know, because the reason I was more leaning towards that because of this car thing I just heard. You know, the friends say, hey, she's such a good mother. I co-signed for a car. I mean, that's what you want to do. I'm not going to knock you for it. But when I heard that, you know, I'm like, is this a monetary thing? Monetary, how you say that word? Is this a financial thing that you try to take your life? Did you get yourself so deep into the hole that you think taking your life was going to solve it, or taking their life was going to solve it? I don't know, but let's continue.
running her own tax business for 7 years with her friend Suzette Morant. She says Alcine brought the twins to work often and saw them last in the office on Monday.
She was a regular person. She didn't have nothing different about her. She did her work and she go home.
While Alcine survived, she's not well enough to have visitors. Still, loved ones say they'll wait nearby as long as it takes to offer comfort as detectives figure out why these children died. In Aventura, Larry Seward, CBS News, Miami.
Wow. 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 You heard she was facing eviction for residence and business. I don't know. I try to look up all the details I can. I haven't seen anything about that, but I'm pretty much sure it's probably out there somewhere. But if you find a night owl, send it over to me. I can look into it. But still though, you know, even with that, here's my thing with that. I mean, I get it, man. A lot of us, we bite off more than we can chew. We do, you know, I'd have done it before. And thinking you can make things happen in one of them situations that you call robbing Peter to pay Paul, which we all have been there before. But I never, ever would have thought that if I have children, that I'm going to take their life and thinking this is going to solve the problem, you know. Taking my life really probably going to solve the problem either. But then again, it probably will, because once I'm dead, I guess all the debt be wiped away or whatnot, you know. But again, I think we'd all have been there. And I don't think it's that serious that we want to take our life or whatnot, maybe pull out your hair or something. But I don't think it's that serious that, you know, that you would want to do that and let alone harm the babies or whatnot. And now it makes me, since you putting that out there now, it makes me question, did the friend know she had financial issues, you know? But you know how people talk sometimes, they keep stuff sacred and they don't want to talk about it, which is fine. It's good to have people like that you can tell stuff is sacred and it don't spread like mustard, you know? Now those are true friends right there. You can tell them something and it don't spread. That's a true friend for you right there. So it could have been one of those situations. I don't know. All I know is as this story progresses, you are hearing people after people saying that she was a good person. They don't know why she did it. Nobody know anything. Okay? So that's interesting, you know, that you're saying this is about money, eviction. But see, the thing about the eviction, you just heard the man right there. He said he came home and see his family, so he didn't talk like he was being evicted. You know, so I don't know. Or could have been one of them situations that, you know, because a lot of us men like to let women handle the money and let them handle the bills. And it could be a possibility that he was giving her the money and she wasn't paying the bills. I heard a lot of people doing that too. Oh my God, that shit grind my gears too. You trust somebody, give them the money, and say, hey, you know, go pay this real quick. And you trust them so much that you don't even ask them for a receipt. You thinking everything being paid, but then you get that bill saying this shit is way overdue. Man, that's a fucked up feeling right there. I ain't never had nobody do it to me, and I ain't trying to put myself in that position. And please, y'all, don't put yourself in that position. I'm not trying to put myself in that position. If I want to pay it, all right? I'm going to pay it, drop the money off in my hand, or send it to me via Cash App. Okay, send it to me via Zelle or whatever. You know, I'm going to pay it. That way I know it's been paid. Amen? That way I know it's been paid. I am not going to give it to you and put money in your, oh, Lord knows I'm not going to put money in your hand until you go pay my bill. All right? No, that's not going to happen. You got a lot of electronic ways that we can transfer funds from one account to another. Where, hey, Chris, there you go. Go ahead and pay the bill. Boom, got it. Boom, got it. Guys, hey, y'all just be careful with that. Just be careful with that. You know, so it could be one of those situations, too, that he let her handle the bills and, you know, she probably wasn't paying the bills. That's if you want to go the financial route. But we don't know yet. You know, we just have to wait to see how this story play out. All right? But I hope that's not it, because still they just don't make no. Let me just say that I don't look at that as no excuse as to why you would do that. That's not an excuse, you know. Not to me now, but hey, everybody look at stuff different. All right, everybody look at stuff different. Okay. Now let's go into a little deeper about the father. And I apologize, guys, for kind of rushing into this, because I got to get right back up in the morning and hit the workhouse in a few more hours. So I want y'all to hear more details in the father speaking. Again, he's speaking Creole, Haitian, but he got somebody that's being his translator and telling the news anchor what he's saying. I want to say before going further, thank y'all again for all who listening. If you haven't, please hit that thumbs up for your boy. Appreciate you. Hey, and as always, it's going to stay up so you can catch the replay. All right, let's have a listen.
And good evening. Off the top at 6 to 9, family tragedy on I-95. 3-year-old twins were found unresponsive in a car, and the children's mother had jumped from a highway overpass. She remains in the hospital tonight, but sadly, the young children did not survive.
Tonight, police are still trying to piece this all together. Let's get right over to Local 10's Christina Vasquez live in Northwest Miami-Dade with what she's learned. Christina.
And so is the heartbroken father of these children. You're about to hear from him now, new at this hour. He's in complete disbelief, also sharing with us that for a couple days he was trying to get a hold of their mother.
He say I really love my kids. So.
Tears brim the eyes of Milson Caldet as he views a photo of his children, 3-year-old fraternal twins, a boy and girl, who police say died after being found unresponsive in a vehicle along the northbound ramp to the Turnpike from I-95 early this morning.
I don't really know what happened. You still don't know what happened.
He says for days he had been trying to get a hold of their mother, Shirlene Alsame.
You see what I'm saying now? He's not talking as if there was financial issues, but then again, if he was letting her handle the bills, he probably didn't know she wasn't paying the bills. I don't know. I just know he don't talk like they were being evicted.
So he said he went to the office on Wednesday, and then he called her. When he called her, his wife never picked up.
According to police, the woman with the twins hurled herself over a nearby railing as responding officers arrived to help. She was rushed to an area hospital. At last check, she was in critical condition.
Adult female went over the railing to the on-ramp onto the railroad tracks, which is a considerable distance.
She's a good mother.
We are hearing from a woman who says the driver of this car, the mother of twins, is her friend. When you hear what police say they found, what goes through your mind?
I'm saying that's not her. That has to be something wrong with her for her to do something like that. That's really sad to know that the kids lost their lives so young. For her, she's not that kind of person. So it's just so mind-boggling right now to figure out what really went wrong.
And literally just seconds ago, I had an opportunity to speak to her, Suzette, in person. And interestingly, she said something that was an echo of what we heard from the children's father, that she has not seen her friend in a couple of days. Meantime, detectives really want you to know that they are unable to determine the manner and cause of the death of these little ones until their autopsies are complete. Reporting live for you, I'm Christina Vasquez, Local 10 News.
Just so heartbreaking. Thank you, Christina.
Like I said, I can only imagine. You say you send me something. Let me see what you got here for me. All right, let me see what they say.
This is a sad one. This happened early this morning. These are fraternal twins, brother and sister, Melingi and Millender, and that's their mother. And her name is Shirlene. I have an idea of why this happened the way it did. And stress can be one of the biggest things, especially when that pressure is on. A passerby found her car stopped on the side of the road. They stopped to give some assistance, saw that the 2 kids were unalive. They were deceased. And then when the police came to help or to investigate, she jumped from the bridge down to the railroad tracks. This is sad. But I have an idea why it happened. I found a couple. One was being evicted from her residence, and then also being evicted for her business, the commercial part of it also. She owns a business and probably done fell on hard times. Something happened to where it got this bad. I'm not for sure what type of business this is, but it was Bazoo Multi-Services, and she was being evicted from her home and also from a commercial property. And apparently the stress got too much. She couldn't take it no more. I don't know if she tried to reach out to people or if she did reach out and couldn't get any help. No telling. But it went this far to where the kids are no longer here. She jumped from the bridge to the lower railroad tracks, and she didn't end up being deceased. They say she's in critical condition, but she's not deceased. So maybe they can get answers. But man, look at those sweet faces. They didn't deserve that. I mean, at least could have gave them to somebody else and say, take care of my babies, you know, and then do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? It does get that tough out here. You know, it's easy to say, you know, nothing's that bad. Yeah, it does get tough out here. You know, it's just that when they can lean on somebody, when can you lean on somebody? When can somebody listen to you? Man, this is sad. It's a tough one, but it's sad too. Man, pray for the rest of the family. You know, that's and their father. You know, I don't know where he at, but pray for the rest of the family.
Whoa. Whoa. Thank you, Night Owl. Wow, that is quite interesting. That is quite interesting. Shit, what do you say behind it? What I would say to him, I agree with him. He said, you know, people say he can't get that bad. He said, yes, he can. I agree with him to an extent. I do. Again, because speaking from a person who'd have been in the hole before, been in the hole plenty of times, but I never ever thought to take my life because I'm jammed up in a pickle or something, you know. Now, I didn't think about that too, what he said. He said that, you know, did she have somebody to lean on? Did she ask people for a shoulder to lean on? They didn't give it to her, whatnot. I didn't think about that either. But however, though, I don't know if he know that the friend has came out and said that she co-signed for her to get a car. So she had somebody shoulder lean on and somebody co-signed for a car now. She had somebody shoulder lean on, you know. So I guess that could be like a double-edged sword thing right there, you know. And I've seen this guy before, too, doing little videos like that. I think he do a good job, you know, whatever his name is. You know, but that information he pulled up, that is interesting. But that also happened in 23, though, you know. So how long does it really take to get evicted, you know? I don't know. I don't know, but I'm just saying, though, that's back in, look like in mid part of 2023 or something. But nevertheless, though, you know, I do agree with him to a certain extent. Shit does get that bad. It does get that bad, but not to that extent that I agree with him on, you know. Wow. And I also agree with him, too, you know what I'm saying? Maybe you could have, well, for that sake of the matter, if you're going to do that, then why not leave the kids with the father? If you was going to do that, you know, why take the kids with you? You know, if you're going to do that, you know, so I agree with him on that as well. Now, yeah, so a lot of questions that we want answers right now, but we probably ain't going to get it until we see if she's going to survive this or whatnot, you know, because again, even the husband don't know what's going on. The friend don't know what's going on. So if the friend don't know what's going on, did they know about this, what he pulled up? You know, did they know about that, you know? Damn. You know, but anyway, guys, play you a little bit more about the father right here, you know, and how he's hurt. And again, I can only imagine a father hearing this and how bad it hurts him because I don't have any children. I can only imagine how hard this shit is. As a matter of fact, not only him, any of y'all who probably lost their children, period, you know, depending on the circumstances, I can only imagine how hard this shit hits, you know, but in his case, he was trying to find them. He didn't know where they was at. And next time he hear anything, this is what he hear. I'm hurting for him. I am.
Heartbreak following a toddler tragedy. His 3-year-old twins are...
Oh, hell. What's this? Hold on, y'all.
Following a toddler tragedy, his 3-year-old twins are dead after they were found unresponsive in a car on I-95.
Their mother is now fighting for her life after jumping off an overpass. Local 10 Samir Nafsi is live in Aventura, where she is recovering tonight. Samir.
Yeah, so we had a chance to speak to the father of the twins earlier today, a family friend assisting us, and as you can imagine, he is completely heartbroken. Meanwhile, the women the children were with, their mother in critical condition here at HCA's Aventura Hospital, say police. Unimaginable pain felt by a North Miami Beach father. Friends gathering to comfort Melson Claudette as he opens up about the death of his 3-year-old fraternal twins.
He say I really love my kids. So.
Police say the twins died after being found unresponsive in this SUV. The strange incident taking place in northwest Miami-Dade on I-95 near the Turnpike extension.
I don't know what happened for the day, either like why my kids all pass away.
Claudette shared the twins with their mother, Charlene Alcime, who he confirmed as the person police say threw herself off the ramp and onto railroad tracks below as first responders arrive.
Right now, our investigators are working to piece this tragic incident together.
Suzette Walker Morant, Alcime's business partner and friend, described her as an excellent mother.
I know she would not do something like that. So I cannot say what happened because I don't know what happened, but I know the person she is, she would never do something like that.
Telling us the last time she saw Alcime and the twins was on Monday.
They're happy kids, they're nice kids. They don't have it's just so hard to see innocent little kids and they're gone.
Lives now forever changed.
That is so sad to know that something like that happened and we don't know why it happened or what's the reason for it to happen.
Back out here live, of course, just so many questions tonight. Now, we had a chance to ask Claudette if the children's mother was possibly facing any mental health struggles. He said he was not aware of any. Now, as for the cause of death of those twins, that remains under investigation. An autopsy is expected to be performed. Again, that mother here at Aventura Hospital in critical condition. We're live tonight in Aventura. I'm Samir Nafsi, Local 10 News.
All right, he asked the questions. He's suffering from any mental issues where we just don't know yet. Wow, this is crazy, y'all. I would say this. I know a lot of people, they are too proud to ask for things. And one of the main things a lot of people is too proud to ask for is help. I get it. I understand it. But I don't think that's nothing that we need to be too proud of to ask, because if you need help, and it's not necessarily got to be money. Again, like I said, it could be a shoulder to cry on, somebody to talk to, somebody to give a listening ear. Even if you can't give the best advice, sometimes it make people feel good that you just even open your ear to just listen to them and let them vent. You know, that's part of a help process if you ask me. You know, I would say this, man, for anybody, don't be too proud to ask for help. You know, I always been taught that, hey, closed mouth don't get fed. And I do agree with that. But at the same time, even with that I'm telling you, don't be too proud to ask for help. Is because you never know until you ask. You never know until you ask. But even with that being said, I need to backpedal a little bit. It all depends on what you're asking help for. Now, if you're able-bodied to do a lot of stuff, I don't think you need to be asking for help at all. All right? But if somebody really seeing you trying and nothing is going your way, a lot of people see that as, hey, I'm seeing you trying. I give you an A for effort. That's why I don't mind helping you, because you're trying. But now it's a difference in asking for help because you trifling, you ain't trying to do it yourself. You looking for everybody else to do it for you. That ain't gonna work. Amen? That's not gonna work. All right? Nobody can help you until you help yourself. So again, to the young generation, I hope y'all see these stories and listen to the sound of my voice. Nobody's gonna help you unless you're trying to help yourself. And if you one of the type of people that blame everybody else for your situation except for yourself, you pretty much burning your bridges right there. Because everything can't be everybody else's fault. It starts from taking your own accountability. That's where it starts from. It's nobody else's fault but yours. Now, there is some things that we just can't help, and we end up in a messed up situation. All right? But that's where they come in, where they say, if first you don't succeed, dust yourself off and try again. All right? And keep doing it till you get it right. And people will be proud to help you. They'll be proud to give you that listening ear. They'll be proud to give you that shoulder to lean on. Because they see you at least trying. Even though you falling, they see you at least trying. All right? Don't know where that came from, but I felt the need to say that. Okay? Anyway, guys, let me get up out of here. Gotta get up in the morning. Thank y'all for listening. As always, leave your thoughts and your comments on this story right here. And hey, stay tuned for more updates. Hey man, Chris Thorns, and I'll see y'all next time.